back to the Verde Valley Experience. We are now here with Angie Lozano from Angie's House and Mark Sterling from Sterling Financial, and they're here to represent the Verde Valley Tax Coalition. Yes, we're going to talk about taxes, but this is the good side of taxes. This is how your taxes and the money that you're supposed to pay someone else can actually go to someone here in the Verde Valley and help them out. What an awesome organization you guys are representing today. This is amazing. Mark, you've been involved for a little while here with the Verde Valley Tax Coalition.
We have, and it's been exciting because you can see this. It's very unique to Arizona, and if we can really capitalize on it, people really need to understand what the program is, and it really allows you to keep the tax dollars here locally.
Right, that is the important key. You're keeping your tax dollars local. So tell us how the Verde Valley Tax Coalition does that, Mark.
Yeah, Angie, and you have
a
lot of...
So it started in 2015, and the whole main idea behind it was, okay, let's make it easy for the Verde Valley and Arizona residents to one-stop shop. We have different passions for giving, so all these different organizations that qualify for it put together, and one stop they can go and they can say, okay, so let me go over the ones that have. We have Angie's House.
Yes.
We have Habitat for Humanity, House of Ruth, Lions Club, Old Town Mission.
Very good.
We have Steps to Recovery. We have Rainbow Acres, Verde Valley Caregivers, Verde Valley Senior Center, and Verde Valley Sanctuary. Wow. So all of those in itself, everyone who has a passion for giving can choose either one of those and can offset the taxes.
Right.
Yes.
And recently our amount has changed. You know, it used to be a maximum of $400 per couple, and now it's up to $800.
Yes.
Which is phenomenal.
Phenomenal. And the tax dollars actually go to where you want them to go, which is really, really superb.
Right. I know we've always done the school tax credit. You write the check and hand it right to the administrator at my daughter's school. That way I don't have any doubt whatsoever that that money's going anywhere but there. And this really isn't that much different.
No. It's just the nice thing about it is everyone has different passions, and they feel really, really passionate about one certain source to give and where they really want to help the community, and this makes it nice because you have a wide variety.
Right.
And they're all in one place. You can click on, you can go to the different organizations' websites and really feel, okay, this is where I would really like my money to go.
Do you have to do the whole lump sum to someone, or can you split it up between organizations?
I'll let Mark answer that.
You can split it up.
Excellent. Because how do you decide between all those wonderful organizations? I wouldn't be able to pick one. I love them all.
And that allows you to do that. So you can do, if you want to do your full, if you're married and you can do the full 800, you can do 200 to 4 different places. Some people like to do, just spread it out whatever their passion is.
That's good to know. Now, is this on top of the school tax credit?
This is on top of the school credit. There are several other credits that you can do all of them.
Wow.
So this type of credit, this individual type of credit, is done individually. It's not done at the business level. It's done at an individual level, and you're able to do a credit which is different from a deduction. A deduction is something that you would take away from the income before you calculate the tax.
Okay.
A credit reduces the tax dollar for dollar. So in Arizona, if there's an illustration we have up there that, if I can go through that. In Arizona, for example, if you owe $1,000 in Arizona tax, and you have withholding from your wages of $500, and you make a charitable donation for the credit of $400, the remainder that's paid to the state is only $100. It comes directly off of what you owe the state. On top of that, you can get a deduction. If you itemize on your federal, you can get a deduction for that charitable contribution as well. So not only are you getting the dollar for dollar exactly back what you pay, but if you itemize, you actually come out ahead.
Wow. Amazing. It works out like that.
It's amazing.
That is something.
Every single person should do this because even if you have no tax this year, then you can carry it forward for up to 5 years. So if you have a year and you invested in a business, or you have some losses or anything, or you end up not working, if you don't have that tax, you can still do the credit, and then next year it just carries over, and if you can use it, and if you don't use it all, it carries over up to the 5-year period.
Fabulous.
At the same time, giving to local organizations that can truly use it.
Yeah. So if you're a married couple, you're looking at a total of $1,200 that you can give away between the $400 school tax credit and then the max $800 for the tax coalition.
And there are like 3 other credits on
And
top
there's
of
more.
that too.
Oh
So
my gosh.
you can take advantage of all these different credits all at the same time. So there's a private school, for a private school, and the tuition that's up to a little over $2,100 you can give if
Wow.
you're married.
Wow.
So if you say, so there's 2,100 plus the 1,200 plus other 400s that you can do too. So
My gosh.
there's a list of the organizations too on the Arizona
Yep.
Department of Revenue website, and but the coalition, what the purpose to me, I got involved in it because I wanted to see there's power in numbers,
Yes.
and if you have all of these groups that come together who say, hey, we need some help, then when you're looking to say to donate or to do your tax credit, you can say, hey, this is a really cool place to look, and these are the people that are looking for the funds, and that's why I kind of got involved.
Yeah, that's a
was really
great
good.
reason.
And the neat thing about the website, with the coalition website, is all of our websites are linked. So you can literally go on and click on each individual ones and see which one really resonates with you.
That's
so it's
right.
a real win-win situation.
vvtaxcredit.org is a great place to look. vvtaxcredit.org. Now, Angie, you're the founder of Angie's House.
Correct.
Which is one of the wonderful charitable organizations we have here, and such an amazing job you do as a homeless shelter. So I want to thank you for the work that your organization is doing. It's wonderful.
Thank you.
Now, so because of that, is that why you got involved in the Verde Valley Tax
Yes,
Coalition?
yes, because I know there's so many other organizations in the Verde Valley that provide so many wonderful resources and sources of information, help, and everything for our community that I thought, wow, it's great that we're all getting together and basically really indirectly helping each other as organizations as well as a community. So it's awesome. And I feel really strongly about the coalition.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
That's true. You're keeping your dollars local in these organizations that help our local folks, our families, our neighbors next door. I mean, you're going to pay the state, or you want to pay, something that benefits the neighbor's children, or the education process, or the homeless shelter, or the drug rehab program, or Habitat for Humanity. It's wonderful, building homes.
Yes,
It's just,
yes.
they're all, how do you pick these organizations? How does that work out?
It's hard to pick.
I bet.
That's the thing. It's hard to pick because they do so many wonderful things. Things. And you're right. I like what you said about the neighbors. They are our neighbors that are being helped by these different organizations. So it's basically neighbors helping neighbors. So it's awesome.
Definitely. And your money's got to go somewhere. Might as well go to your neighbors for sure. But it sounds like, wow, there's so many different things to choose from and so many different, thank God for websites.
Yes.
And tax accountants.
And tax accountants.
How to throw
Praise
that
the tax accountants. Bet you don't hear that much.
in. Sure we do.
You do? Excellent. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate the work that you do because it's not something I have the mental capacity to handle. So I get overwhelmed very easily with that kind of thing. I can talk all of it, add me numbers. Well, forget it. So it's wonderful to have someone who can back you up on that and say, okay, here's what you do, because I had no idea that you could give basically so much money and keep it local.
And you have until April 15 to do it. So you can have your tax return drafted. You can find out how much tax you owe. And then really that's the conversation we have with our clients to explain, here are the different credits that you can take. Some of them, some of the other credits where you have to do them by December 31st, and some are by April 15. So it's good to do it before year end to plan all of your credits to see what you're going to do, and then you can kind of finalize things because you get the deduction on the federal side the year you pay it.
All right.
But you can still get the credit for, even if you do it in April, before April 15, you can get the credit for the year you're filing for, even if you're paying it in that future year.
I see. Excellent. Good things to keep in mind. And you can go to, like I said, the website is very simple, vvtaxcredit.org. You can look up the Facebook page. Verde Valley Tax Credit is on Facebook. Who isn't on Facebook? Don't you love Facebook? And I'm sorry, if anyone from the state is watching, you're never getting another dime from me. It's all going to the Verde Valley Tax Coalition and all the wonderful organizations that you guys have. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And
Thanks
your
for having us.
support of these organizations, and of course
Thank you.
Angie for the work that you're doing at Angie's
Thank
House.
you.
And of course, we have to mention Angie's House. Check out angieshouseaz.com. If you want more information about that, truly amazing. We're
you.
so fortunate here in the Verde Valley to have so many loving and caring people who really take care of our neighbors. So do your job. You're going to give giving the money out anyway. I know that's the part that hurts, but it's going to go out anyway. It's better to have it stay here. You know, the whole Shop Local program, and now we have, you know, the Give Local. Make sure you go to the website, check it out. That's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to go, okay, this one, it's going to be so hard to choose. I'm going to have to pull names out of a hat because
Tell all your friends. Tell your friends and
Absolutely.
say, I'll do this one, you do that one.
Hey, that's a brilliant
See?
idea. No wonder you're in the business
See?
you're in. That's awesome. Okay, make sure, like I say, that website is vvtaxcredit.org. And don't go away because we'll be right back.